Sportscast, June 9th, 2019. If you haven't yet, please subscribe in all our channels, from Periscope, iTunes, Facebook, YouTube. And if you're on iTunes, please leave a rating and review. Leave a comment on YouTube. Comment on Periscope. Comment on Facebook. Comment everywhere. But also, please subscribe so you can catch us on the next Sportscast. And, of course, visit us on thesportscast.net. You'll see all our channels, all our podcast news, and whatnot. Pivotal Game 5, Monday night tomorrow. Kevin Durant is expected to come back, maybe save the Golden State Warriors from the brink of losing the NBA Finals and Toronto winning their first championship ever, and also first for a Canadian team. And to join us to talk to us a little bit on this gorgeous Sunday night, rainy Sunday night here in South Florida, Victor Arocho. Welcome back to the Sportscast.
Well, thank you again, as always. I enjoy this show, and thank you for having me as a regular host or regular guest.
Yes, of course. Obviously, Game 5 is tomorrow. On Friday night, Toronto just killed the Golden State. But Game 5 is interesting. Kevin Durant is cleared for Game 5. Will this matter?
Well, wait a second, man. Why do you always skip on me? Let's finish. Let's talk about Game 4 first.
Let's talk about Game 4. Game 4.
Well, let's just get some thinking. We're going to be talking about stuff that didn't happen yet. Let's talk about stuff that happened.
Okay. Well, on Game 4, Raptors defeated the Warriors 105-92. Kawhi Leonard had 36 points. Pascal Siakam had 19. Serge Ibaka had 20. Kyle Lowry had 10. For the Warriors, Draymond Green had 10. Stephen Curry had 27. The return of Klay Thompson had 28. Kevin Looney also came back from injury, 10 points. What were your thoughts about Game 4?
All right. So I'm glad you got the stats in front of you this time. Well, let me tell you. I'm just gonna go. Is that all right?
Do it.
One. Let me tell you. No matter how great or how people are saying that Kawhi Leonard has been playing in the playoffs or in the championship, right? My opinion, how I feel, is that Game 4, when he really showed he was a superstar. He came out gunning. There was no confusion. He was not going to let anything come back. He wasn't passive. Not that he was passive before, but he's just so good he could put up points. His team is helping him, but I don't know. To me, Game 4 is when I really saw the greatness. I knew he was great, but he was an assassin. He came out in the second half, hit 2 threes in a row.
It's interesting. People were saying on the broadcast and also on Twitter that he was doing a lot of stuff like Jordan and Kobe would do. Would you think the same?
In Game 4.
Yeah.
Not in Game 1, 2, and 3.
No.
No matter that he scored points, he was effective even when they won. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. And, like First Take and all these guys are putting him up there all the way up. And I still think he's a great player. I don't know if I disagree too much with him. I'm just saying to you, being able to watch in those eras of those great guys, I was fortunate that the assassin came out in Game 4, man. I mean, yes, the rest of the team chipped in. Everybody did that. But there was no confusion. I don't know. It just seemed like he scared me.
But
that's when he scared me.
Yeah. It was back-to-back shots. Who did he remind you more of, Kobe or Jordan?
Wow, that's hard. He's so different than both of them. He's just so different. He reminds me of a Kevin Durant more.
Really?
Believe it or not. Think about it. Those are different players. Think about it. He just gets up and shoots. That's the same way Durant does. It's just Durant's 7 foot. Jordan would beat you by penetrating and diving and then hitting once in a while those bigger shots. He'd beat you on the fadeaway. Kobe would just hit you everywhere. You know what I mean? But he would take you. You know what I mean? You were fearful of him taking in, and then they're fearful of Kawhi too taking in. It's just I don't know. It's just that his game is so smooth. It's hard. I don't see him that way. I just see him as a smaller Kevin Durant with, phenomenal defense and humongous big hands.
And the thing is, there was no one from the Warriors that were able to guard him.
Yeah, but it don't matter. Like I always say, and that's not that means, but for me, don't let the other guys beat you. And look, at the end of the day, too, the Warriors, they don't win games scoring 94 points. They win games scoring 120. Every team they played, every announcer goes, "Hey, every player got to score 30 points to beat the Warriors." Well, guess what? Toronto did.
Exactly.
You understand? Give me a game. Go look at the playoffs. Tell me the game they won where they scored under 100.
The Raptors?
No, Golden State.
Golden State? Yeah, Golden State didn't have a good match or a good game.
No, but I'm saying to you, the other scores of the games, regardless of they won, well, they won one. What was the score they won?
It was game 2. Let me tell you which one is that one. Warriors.
It was in the hundreds.
109, 104.
See what I mean? Yeah, and they let them come back because what's his name? Clay got hurt.
Yeah.
Clay was there. They would have scored more than 109.
What'd you think about Clay's performance?
I think Clay did what he got to do. You know who's disappointing me? And they kept saying, and at one point he was like the MVA. Who's been really disappointing me is Draymond. Have you seen those long passes he's making that are getting picked off? Well, what do you think? Why do you think that's happening? It's because he's been doing that all season. So they're prepared. The second Draymond gets a rebound and and a Golden State Warriors downfield, they're looking for that pass.
Yeah, Draymond Green has not performed the best for Game 5. For Game 4, he only had 10 points.
How many turnovers?
Let me see.
6, 4.
I don't know. It doesn't say. Then we got to go to ESPN.com. Google does not give it to me.
I don't know, but even if forget about it, the whole team's got turnovers, and most of them were damn Draymond's. And the first game they lost is they were trying to pass too many times. They should have won that game. That's what's hurting them. And then, I don't know what your thoughts are. Part of me wants a sick Cousins. I don't give a shit what he did in Game 2. They were playing a hell of a lot better and scoring a hell of a lot more points. And the thing is, because he's splitting time with Draymond, in my opinion, being that point center.
Cousins only had 6 points.
Draymond's better at .7. Yeah, and how many assists? And how many rebounds?
He only had 9 rebounds and 12 assists.
Well, 9 rebounds.
Oh, no. Sorry. For Boogie, he had 4 rebounds and 1 assist.
Okay, he should not be playing.
He's probably playing hurt, too.
Don't play his ass. I don't give a shit. Don't play him. I'll take Kevon Looney over Cousins. I'm sorry. That's it.
With a sore shoulder?
I would take I don't give a shit. I'll take Kevon. How many Kevon scored the other night? 10 points. That's all we need from him. That's what I'm telling you. The other players got to put in 10, 6, 8. You know what I mean? They don't all have to score in double figures.
Draymond Green had the most turnovers with 5.
That's my point. And that's not the first game. He's leading in turnovers.
Yeah, it's true.
And several of them are those long passes.
He's sloppy.
You know how he likes to make that quick rebound and that long pass down to get that quick cherry pick layup?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, after 80-plus games, people are going to figure that out. You know what I mean? It's not that freaking hard. When Draymond gets a rebound and one of the other players are downfield, look for Draymond to try to make that pass. They picked him off, I think, every time.
Who would be your starting lineup for the Warriors?
Oh, shit. KD, that's easy. KD, Curry, Thompson, Draymond, and who normally was starting at center?
Cousins.
Before this guy came. Oh, no, besides Cousins.
Looney.
Before Cousins. Looney, that's it.
No Iguodala
I don't even know if I would put Luke Cousins in.
at all. You were just sitting him out for the rest of the game.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't start Looney. I'd start Iguodala. Or Looney. I don't know, because you could switch him real quick. But Iguodala would be the next one off the bench, not Cousins. And Hood, Quinn Hood, would be the next one off the bench.
Quinn Cook.
I always mess up his name.
Jerebko, we got Bell, we got Evans.
Yeah, I wouldn't play Cousins. I was just like, sit down, I'm paying you money, and shut up.
He is getting paid.
Big time. So sit the fuck down, sit down and enjoy your money, and that's it. I don't need you. You're not doing anything for me, disrupting our rhythm, and you're praying that he's going to come through, and I just don't think. KD, I don't care what they say, yeah, he's not going to be the same. He's still going to put up 20.
If he puts up 20 points, that helps.
He's going to put up 20.
That helps out a lot.
He's got to put up 20. Think about it. You don't need that many. It's not like he's got to put up 10 twos. He's going to get a combination of foul shots, a couple threes.
You know, it's interesting because before this series, I was saying, oh, they don't need KD. Now they do need KD.
Yeah.
Totally changes the game.
Hey, I was just saying, now, for me, there's a difference between not needing him and not that they're a better team without him. They're a better team with him, but the way they were playing, they didn't need him, and that shit got all messed up when Cousins came back. Because he's taking time from somebody else. And that somebody else was helping them win. And they were winning going 11 deep without Cousins. So, and I don't mean anything about Cousins. It's just sometimes basketball's chemistry, man.
It is. That word goes together a lot with basketball for sure. More than football.
Don't compare against my football, because that's a whole nother podcast. I can eat you up there, too, because that's not true. You think a receiver and a quarterback can't have chemistry? Are you crazy? They got to have timing. They got to have know when to cut. They got to be able to read. They got to adjust. Bro.
Kurt Warner to Isaac Bruce.
Football is the hardest sport to really learn. Your playbook is tremendous. Then you got options off your playbook. Think about a quarterback. He got first read, second read, third read. He's got to look at that quick.
Yeah.
Then he's got a safety. If the guy goes the wrong way, you know how many times quarterbacks are stupid because the receiver ran the wrong route? And everybody goes, whoa, why is the quarterback throwing and nobody's there?
Okay,
leave me off of football because you know I'm going to tear that up. So.
Back to basketball. Kyle Lowry, good player or not a good player?
I think he's a good player. I mean, there's no doubt he's a good player. I think that, remember, basketball is about consistency, right? So he's been doing pretty well, but, he's on fire. So either something just shifted or he just feels relaxed or
ever since
I don't know what happened. So,
ever since that minority, owner, pushed him, he's been better.
He should thank the guy.
He should, probably. Poor guy. He's suspended for the whole year.
He pissed me the fuck off. Now I'm gonna light it up. So, but look, for me, I'm still rooting for Golden State. But I can tell you this though. I think Lowry, I commend him. He handled that with the utmost professionalism. And then for him to perform still, I give him more credit. I'm going to give credit. It's one thing about sports, that I feel people should respect talent and give credit where credit's due. Like, don't be so team-oriented that you're going to talk. I mean, that's just me. But the way he handled it, I think he would stand up. And then the other component, though, is that they're arguing between this guy being banned for life and banned for the season. Well, in my opinion, when the fighters fought, right, when Detroit jumped into the league, they weren't thrown out of the league. They were banned from basketball.
The bad boys of Detroit?
Right, remember Detroit? They were banned from basketball.
They were with Isaiah Thomas and...
I don't know. Remember when it went to the stands? I don't think Isaiah was playing then, but it went all the way in the stands.
Oh, yeah, between the Pistons and
Right. I don't believe.
Indiana.
I could be wrong. I mean, you got to find it out. But I'm pretty sure none of the players. They may have been ejected. They may have been, lost pay or whatever. They didn't play in some games, but they didn't get banned for life to make money. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to stand up for the guy, right or wrong. I'm just saying to you, you can't keep having it. They're now debating. They're now not happy with the word owner of the basketball team. Well, brother is an owner.
Yeah, he's a minority owner of the Warriors, so definitely got suspended
I'm just saying, dude, the basketball players I was hearing the other day, they don't like the fact that they term the guy in charge of owning the team, owner. That's another story.
Yeah, that's another podcast, which I don't think I want to get into.
Yeah, that's yeah, well, then you get on my podcast, and I'll light that shit up. But I think that he's played well. And not all those guys have been playing well. I mean, first of all, dude, in my opinion, when you're getting several block killer shots in the game, that motivates the crap out of your team.
Yeah.
They were swatting stuff on the Golden State.
Yeah.
A couple of them were goaltending, but I don't care. It's still an athletic move. I mean, that kind of, like, everyone sees the other pieces, but I see that hustle, that blocking. Remember, LeBron did it. Look where it took him. When you see that all scares me. When you see sniper assassinating Kawhi's play, it scares me. And remember, you thought I was crazy. Remember, I told you, San Antonio scares me every year.
Not anymore, though.
Bro, they were last seed. They went 7 games, bro.
Yeah, they did go 7. Yeah, but it's Denver. I mean, come on. That team is, like, weird.
Oh, man. How far did Denver go?
They went to the semis, Game 7, but they were not going to go any further.
So, I mean, you still approach it. You can't pick who you're playing against, and nobody picks Spurs to go 7. See what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think it benefits the doubt to the Spurs. I like the Spurs. They have good, have DeRozan. They got Aldridge. They got still something going on, but maybe next year they'll go.
It's a great organization.
Yeah, he still has it in him. He still has some energy.
They're a player away from playing a little better. You don't know how that's going to shake out, but I'm just saying, I mean, regardless, you got to give him credit. He's won 5 rings, dude. So, it's not like he don't make it. It's no big deal. He still won 5. He's won more than the Raptors. He's won more than the Golden State. So,
but that trade,
I'm just saying,
that trade with Kawhi and DeRozan was made a huge difference. For the Raptors.
For who?
For the Raptors.
Yeah, of course. It's going to make a huge difference if you bring a superstar like that. But, the thing is, like I said, I like, what I do for a living. I like systems and processes. And something in San Antonio, they got a system and process. If you plug in the right players, they're going to be successful. Now, obviously, it's really hard to say I'm going to plug in another Kawhi. But, think about it this year. I was talking with a gentleman the other day, and he was like, "Why do you think the finals is so better than last year?" I go, "Because there's a lot better star players."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Last year, just one star player against a bunch of star players.
You don't know the next one that San Antonio may pick up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're one piece away.
Players this year. Right. Look at all the great kids. I've never remembered the league with this many. Maybe I haven't seen it. I don't know. And I think they're all great to play, right? But think about names that everybody knows. Joel Embiid, right? The Greek Freak, right? The Denver dude, the white dude. I always forget his name, right?
Jokic.
Yeah, him. You got, Brooklyn made a run at it. You got, obviously you got Kawhi, you got Curry, you got Steph, you got Kevin Durant, you got Harden, you got, think about it. Just a Tatum, everyone's expecting did it. Then you had Kyrie. You also have LeBron. That's a lot of names.
That is a lot of names.
No one's going to argue who played well. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm just pulling names.
So far, where would you put Kawhi Leonard and the best players in the league right now?
Oh man, that's a lot. I don't know if I can answer that right now, but
first LeBron.
I gotta go.
Then KD. Then Kawhi.
I think yeah, I think you're right, and I'm not sure if LeBron's better than KD.
Wow. Are you saying that for sure?
I'm not saying that for sure. I just don't like, I'm not a fan of LeBron's history. You know what I mean? It's like you got two captains on the team, except for I get the first 5 picks, right? Me and you're playing basketball. You're a captain. I'm a captain. I get the first 5 picks. It's not like you pick, I pick, you pick, I pick. And I feel LeBron in his career is trying to build his own team to win, which I can understand. But the other guys didn't build their own teams.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Kawhi went through teams that existed. A lot of those guys have been there forever, right? Even the guy they traded for him was a true fan. He's even rooting for them. That's a stand-up dude. Mark Jackson built Golden State. Thompson was a draft pick.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, Golden State was grassroots.
And then KD goes in to join them to say, hey, and then is on a team where it's loaded, but still recognizes the best player. That's why I don't understand why he wants to go. You're in a team that's already, it's like going to being number 1 in a shitty conference. He's number 1 on a team that's already great.
Yeah.
And then let's see, and that's why, because he can go there and just go at it and make a difference. Now, granted, they already have players they already picked, but he didn't go there and recruit all these other players and pick his own coach. And I don't know, man. I love the LeBron. I mean, I'm like in between now. So
KD could be number 1.
And I may be old school again. You know what I'm saying?
LeBron number 2, and 3rd Kawhi.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And then, man, it's just.
And then after that,
hard, though,
it gets a little bit muddy.
There's so many different players, though.
Yeah,
like a team that picked the best players for their position. Right? Imagine, right? The West only picks the LeBrons and this and that, all forwards. And the other side picks the best at each position. I would love to see what would happen.
We'll see what happens.
You know what I mean? Because they're so different. It's one commands it, one doesn't. One's expected to cover different people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree. He's like Steph Curry. I mean, he's probably the best shooter in the league, but he's not the best player in the league. He might be in the top 10.
Yeah, but he's the best player at his position. He's the guy everybody would want on when you need him.
I don't think he's the best point guard. He's not the.
Who would you pick, him or Harden?
I'll pick him, Steph Curry, for sure.
Exactly. That's my point.
No doubt. Because he could come in clutch.
He's just in his position. I think he's the best. It's not that, point guard's job. Listen, they don't even have centers on the All-Star ballot. So you can't just say a point guard is only a point guard. Then they even call a point center a point center. So you can't isolate a guy that's maybe can't play center or power forward to only a point guard. He's a point guard, shooting guard. You know what I mean? Look at all the rebounds he gets.
It's true.
I mean, you want to say just point guard because of handles, because of this and that. I don't know. I don't believe it's the same. I don't think that's really what a point guard is anymore. Rondo was a point guard.
Rondo is a natural point guard. He's good, yeah.
There's no confusion. That brother lit it up.
Chris Paul, natural point guard.
Parker, point guard. Paul, point guard. Right?
No, I agree.
I like Chris Paul, but I take Rondo or who's the one I just mentioned?
Harden, Chris Paul, Rondo, Chris Paul. I don't know who else.
Rondo and then somebody else. I forgot about it. Those two I would take, because Troy Parker.
Tony Parker. Which he's playing for the Hornets, right? I think. Yeah, he's playing for the Hornets.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at, but I'm just saying to you, those guys at that time the league was about point guards, remember?
It was. No, well, yeah, it was. Point guards, and also back in the 80s it was about centers too.
Yeah, exactly. They
that
think
was
it's going to go back. The game is getting so wide. Like, if you get a true center, they're going to kill you.
I mean,
because now you got to,
like Hakeem Olajuwon came before Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but then you also had a lot of them. You had Lambeer, you had Cartwright, you had Ewing, you had
centers were first pick.
Elijah one you had mentioned. You had man, there was a lot of centers, bro.
But the greatest center of all is Shaquille O'Neal.
Nah, I think Lou Alcindor.
Who?
Kareem.
Oh, Kareem. Well, then, like they say, even Hakeem Olajuwon is also up there as well.
I would go Kareem and Shaq, and then him.
Hakeem. Yeah, he had the what's it called, the Hakeem Shake or something. He had the kind of tricked you and everything. But anyways.
I don't know, but I mean, the game has changed. I think it'll go back because it's getting so wide. There's a point where the middle's going to be open, and you get a guy that big, that close to the rim. I mean, it should be easy.
The Golden State Warriors.
If Shaq was playing now in his prime, you'd kill him.
Oh yeah. The Golden State Warriors have listed forward Kevin Durant as questionable for Game 5 of the NBA Finals against the Toronto Raptors Monday night. The news comes after the Warriors star practiced with his teammates for the first time since injuring his right calf May 8th against the Houston Rockets. That's pretty much a month in the Western Conference semifinals. Is he
playing or he's not playing?
He's questionable. I thought he was playing, but he's one step closer to playing.
Heck, we need him. So hopefully they're just doing it as a ploy. Remember what I told you. You got a game plan if Kevin plays.
Head coach Steve Kerr
it's a different game plan.
Was optimistic that Durant could play Monday night if he went through Sunday's practice without any issues, which he did practice today. So he's going to practice with us today, Kerr said prior to the practice, and he'll come and he'll get some extra work in with our younger players. We'll gauge it from there. So looks like he might play a few minutes at least, but I think they still need his 20 points.
I think he's going to score 20 points.
Yes, which is not that hard for him.
I'd be shocked if he didn't play.
Oh, yeah. Really, he's going to play for a little bit, obviously. I mean, he's supposed to be played by Game 7. No, I'm kidding.
Well, if they may not be Game 7. But you got one guy. I don't care about any number except 5.
Imagine how tough it is to go to Toronto down 3-1 and just like, wow, I got to win this game. In Toronto, that's a tough place to play.
Yeah, so it's Golden State.
It is. Both the places are pretty, but that's like the. I mean, Canada. You're playing against. You're playing the whole country of Canada. There's probably no Warriors fans in Canada right now.
No, I can't imagine there's a Warrior. Oh no, we've seen a few, but you got to remember. I don't know. You've seen a few. I don't think there's many of them. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
And then you got Jurassic Park outside.
Yeah, I think that's super cool.
Yeah, and I think that they only fit not too many people. It feels like a couple hundred people, but
I don't know. Nah, it looks more than that. It's packed.
Packed to capacity.
It's packed, man. It's pretty cool. I'm happy for them. You know what I'm saying? But I still want Golden State to win. And I think that they gotta. I want them to win, but let's say if they didn't, they gotta win this game. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a must-win.
Don't go down fighting.
And the thing is, there have been a couple series where teams were down 3-1, just like the Cavaliers a couple years ago, came back and won it. So it's very possible. I mean, Golden State's capable of doing this.
Draymond got ejected.
Yeah, that was a huge game changer, series changer.
That's what I was going to say about Lowry, right? The only thing that bothered me is if he did something. That's where the league's got to decide. I mean, in my opinion, the second guy always gets caught, but it's in the middle of a game. These are athletes. When I was younger, there was people I was scared of. But when I played basketball or a game against them and I was in the heat of the game, I had no fear. That's when I realized I shouldn't be scared of them afterwards. You understand?
I agree.
So it was like if he did something and then they ejected him for the next game, in other words, they got to figure out that rule better by committee than, I don't know. I just think that it's unfair that if fan does something or say something like they did to that one, several players, and those players, fine them, right? Do something, but it's like a flagrant 1, a flagrant 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's not fair. And there's some nasty people out there.
You're telling me. Rafael Nadal.
You know what I mean? That guy being banned doesn't affect the game. Kyle Lowry being banned affects the game.
Rafael Nadal won his 12th French Open today, defeating what's his face name?
Exactly.
From Denmark. It was 3-6, 7-5, 1-6, 1-6. Nadal 12. He's a French Open guy. He pretty much wins every single one of them. So he's a pro at the clay. Congratulations to him. Portugal beat Holland 1-0 for the UEFA Nations League. Really boring game, but it was nice to see Portugal and Ronaldo win it. And anything else before we head into game predictions?
No, did you hear about the story of like a Bob Marley descendant? I'm not sure who she was on the Jamaican soccer team.
No, is she in the World Cup?
I believe so. She found out that they didn't have they banned all the money was going to the men's Jamaican soccer team.
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now.
And when she found out, she actually created it, raised the money and everything, and now they're in the World Cup. That's pretty cool.
Bob Marley's daughter. Yeah, 5 years ago, the Jamaicans football team was disbanded due to lack of funding. Now, okay. Her name is Sedaya Hedala, who helped make possible for our team. Okay, I got it. Yeah, she is in the World Cup.
She's a player, right? I think
she is a player. Yeah, she is a player for the Jamaican squad.
And they're in the World Cup.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's stories like that I think is pretty cool, right? I mean,
and you're a Bob Marley fan, aren't you?
I'm a big Bob Marley fan. Yes, I am. So, but anyhow, thank you.
No, not yet. Hold on, we're not ending the show yet.
What? Oh,
game predictions.
So you were kicking me up.
Bruins.
Golden State.
Oh no, Bruins at St. Louis.
I'll take
hockey.
Bruins
will tie the series tonight in St. Louis. And finally, Game 6, the Warriors at the Toronto Raptors.
Warriors.
What's the scoreline?
I don't know, but Warriors are going to put up 120.
120 to 114.
All right. I don't care if it goes on. I don't care if it's 120, 119. I want to win.
And how can people reach you, Vic, to talk to you about the New York Knicks back in the 90s?
They can go to at Arocho, at Varocho on Twitter, or go to my website, VictorArocho.com. That's VictorArocho.com. I'd love to talk to you. Sports, sales, anything you like.
And, of course, you could reach us here in the Sportscast on the sportscast.net or on Twitter at the Sportscast1. We're also on Instagram at the Sportscast1 and also on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. Please subscribe in all our channels. Hit like, subscribe, tell your friends. We'll be here covering the NBA Finals and, of course, some NHL hockey. And then this summer we got some golf. We got Women's World Cup and, of course, the Major League Baseball All-Star Game. The Yankees are doing fantastic, if Victor doesn't know that by now. And things are...
And they're injured.
And they're injured. But injuries don't matter. You got to play hurt or healthy. Win at all costs.
Dude, they got 6 stars injured.
It's okay.
It's not like they're just injured.
Do they have a calf injury?
Actually, I think if you put them on disabled, then you can bring somebody.
There you go. Anyways, Victor, I appreciate you coming on to the Sportscast.
I appreciate your time, mate. God bless. And great show as always. Talk to you soon.
Go Warriors.